Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, morning. This is Izine again here. Uh, and I bring to you, in fact, I think I'm kind of enjoying this, my new YouTube life because I'm having fun and I'm getting a lot of, your reviews and everything, and I'm enjoying myself. So let's keep it rolling in, okay? We'll address all the issues as they come in. So today there's something that is important that I want to talk about. And this is something that is in every home. If it's not in your home, you know somebody that is going through this. So education, foreign education, to be or not to be. What say you? What exactly led us to the place where it is a trending thing for us to send our children abroad to get the foreign education? Is foreign education good or is it bad? Should we all stay in Nigeria and study, or should we seek to travel abroad? And why is it on the increase? Okay, let me put it out there. I schooled in Nigeria totally. I did from nursery, creche, kindergarten. Then in my own time, it was called kindergarten till university. I did my first degree. I did masters. I did another master. It's only PhD remaining, and I will still get to that bit. I like Bukuru, so but that's an aside. But I did all this in Nigeria. Now, what has led all of us to that foreign education? Please let me not even lie to you. It is Nigeria. This is our same Nigeria. Why do I say that? So, I schooled here, yes, but strike upon strike. So you see somebody who enter, this is year 2021. They will enter September to go and do a four-year course. The mates that went to just Ghana, just next door, we finish in 2025. The ones in Nigeria, 2027, they are still waiting. As if that was not bad enough, we now joined youth service. Before your batch will be called. What batch? You've lost how many years? Maybe you finished 2027, that is an understatement. That is even near. Then they will still tell you that you have to wait for the 2030 batch. Does it make sense? So you find people who should be, it should have been straightforward to have calculated what they are going to pay for each child in university. They now start scraping, saving, scrounging, gathering to see, okay, just come and go somewhere that's at least, if it is 3 years you are doing the 3 years and you're coming out. And so this quest for this foreign education started. And then to worsen the matter, when you go to look for a job, immediately you show that you went to QUXE, but it is just in next door, outside, maybe Cyprus or all these places. They'll give you a job faster than the person that schooled in Nigeria. So parents now said, what is happening? All the people in leadership, they are sending their children abroad. So what are we doing, wasting our own time here now? Let us send our children outside. And so the journey started. It started trending. But where I'm going to is this. Nobody told parents that there is such a thing as culture shock. Nobody told parents that there is such a thing as the abandoned feeling. Nobody told parents that abroad there, nobody cares whether your child is hungry, whether your child needs guidance. No. So tell me, you, that parent that is here in Nigeria struggling to just send money, And you feel, oh, finally I've sent this semester's fees. But what your child is battling with is, oh, there's a course that he needs to register. Should he or should he not? Or he's struggling with that course. There is nobody to talk to. There is nobody to talk to. Or the child is not able to tell you that, oh, Daddy, the time you sent the money, it came a little bit too late. So I couldn't register for that course on time. Because by the time I got the money and the portal was open, they had filled up the courses. People a lot of the citizens in those countries don't really need to pay anything. The courses had been taken up. And I could not fill that course for that semester. So what it meant was I would have to wait for another semester, or for some courses, it's the next session. Is that what your child will come and tell you? Or that for some reason, I'm giving you, without naming names, of experiences people who have their children abroad have gone through. Or that money that you managed to save and send to your child. A scammer got onto that money, took the money from your child. And what was your child supposed to do? Call you and say, I've lost the money? No. Or that child was sick and there was no Medicaid for that child, even though the school tells you that, oh, this covers medicals, but that medical is just for simple things like headache. Do they know what is malaria fever? Or your child is just looking for something that is like home, a familiar face to smile at him or her, and there is none. Or is it the cold? Or is it the man outside there? The foreigners, they sort of have this way of looking so nice, benign. And when they're smiling at you and you're thinking, oh, these people are so nice. And then you go there and say, please, can you help me? No. I don't talk to me. And so like somebody would describe it, says, very sinister, yet they appear so nice. And the child cannot come and tell you that because the child already knows my parents are going through too much already. Or is it when that child, the money is not enough and the child is hungry and he has to just drink water? Or are we going to talk about this pandemic? What exactly did the foreign schools we send our children, or we send our children to, what did they do for them? In the country where I have my children, they just sent them out of the campuses without asking, where are you people going to be? Because forgetting that borders had been shut due to lockdown. So some people were lucky. They got aunties who they could go and stay with, or friends, but some were not. So where did they have to stay? There were stories of people who just made it on the plane to get back to Nigeria. What are we talking about? We hear so many of the success stories, and please, I come in peace. I rejoice, and I'm one person that always rejoices with all the good news, all the graduations. But there are so many more that are not being talked about. There are the students who are near suicidal because of these things I've talked about. We take for granted that we're in the tropical place where we have a bit of heat, a bit of wind, a bit of air, and things just happen. We take it for granted. We take it for granted that we can just go to one uncle or auntie's house and they'll just say, Shoma Jeba, you get rice. Oh, wait a palm. That is, will you eat meba, or will you eat rice? I cooked palm nut sauce. We take it for granted. We don't know that these things chip away at our children. Just nobody to say hi. Whereas on the street, you even say, please, don't remember me. There's always somebody that say, hey, bros, now how far now? The guy doesn't know you from anywhere. That's jovial nature of Nigerians. Or is it when that child is in class? Language barrier. It's a problem. The child doesn't understand half what the lecturer is saying. So those who can teach themselves go and teach themselves and they get by. But what about that child who can't? What are we saying? Nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about when the parents say, I can't do anything for you again. I can't raise money anymore. And the child has to drop out of school. And the child has to work. And the child has to go and sort of re-strategize and say, okay, so I'll be in school this semester, I'll be off so I can work. The struggles that go with it. And so, takes me back to that, my first topic. Do you see that it's important that we rebuild our nation? Because there are some universities that are trying. And so, you see a university, and I'm not selling their market, you see a university like Covenant. I happened to be somewhere, and I was talking to young graduates from that university. And there were quite a number of them. And I found out that what happened was that they made their first classes or 2-1s or 2-2s or whatever. But they were able to then find their way abroad. Still not easy. But now, going with a hunger that, look, come, I'm not here to take prisoners. I'm not here to even buy into your life, as in forget where I'm coming from. I am here to conquer. I am here to take the best of what your society can give me and take back home, if I can, and build my home. So what's my point? My point is this. Whether your children go to school in Nigeria or whether you send them abroad, children must understand one thing. It is for you to build yourself, make yourself into something valuable that you can use and build your nation. Whether you school abroad, you go there, master, conquer your world, rule that world and bring it right back home and do what you can for your nation. We must all come together, whether you're in diaspora or whether you're in Nigeria. We must all come together to do what? To build this nation. Because a time is coming where there will be no room anymore for nepotism. There will be no room anymore for give me Ghana must go back. There will be no room anymore for them to be bribing and all those things, because the children that we have sent out there, they don't understand that language. And they can't understand that language. They understand structure. Believe it or not, that time is coming. And so we must be ready. We in Nigeria here must have an enabling environment. We must be ready to receive what they are bringing. And when the children are going out there, we must understand one thing. It is not just about academics. Please don't be all about, you did not make first class. Those societies, some of them understand it and some of them don't. What they are looking at is the totality of the person. Work ethics, social skills, the academic skills, your spiritual skills, your financial skills, your emotional intelligence. There's so many things that they're looking at. So you have sent your child there and you think, well, he has gone, and you leave him to himself or leave her to herself, you're doing yourself a disservice. You must, like Mordecai, who would always go to the gates of the palace and ask, how is Esther? What is she doing? You must always be like that. You must always go there and find out. You must always be in touch of your children and find out how they're doing. You must never let them be on their own. You must never let them feel abandoned. You must never let them feel discouraged. You must always be there, talking to them, pushing them on. When they have a problem, show them up. We have lost too many of our young ones. But, people cannot come out here and come and share those stories with you. I wish they would. But we know that we have our children who are committing suicide. And why? Even abroad and here. And that's because we're placing our priorities wrong. It is important for a child to get a first class, but that's not the be it all and all of life. It is important for a child to, excel. But what about the other skills? We have to watch out for that. Guys, forgive me if my eyes keep flitting. I'm new at this game. So if I'm not focusing on the camera, please forgive me. Okay? So, this is what I bring to the table. Let's think about it. For those of us as parents who are upcoming, when you're making your decisions where you want to send your children to, think about it. Do you have the support system for that child to go to school abroad? For those of us who are choosing Nigeria, think about it. Don't just send your child to just any school here too. Send your child to the one that is interested. Because there are schools that before the child has finished, they are headhunting them. So that is what you have to do. And I trust that God will help us to build a better nation, to build better children, to raise better children, and have a better Nigeria. Once again, this is Ezinne signing out. I say, rule your world, go and succeed, and stay blessed always. Bye.